A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Monday, July 3rd. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Frontier Airlines flew from New York Stewart International Airport to Florida for the last time on Sunday, ending its service that began in November 2021. The airline was seen as a significant shot in the arm for the sleepy Newburgh Airport, which has seen ups and downs in airline service since it began regularly scheduled flights on April 17, 1990. Orange County Chamber of Commerce President Heather Bell heads a regional Stewart Airline Attraction and Retention Advisory Committee.
We're telling the Port Authority what is necessary for this airport to be successful. So you need to have frequent, affordable travel to key destinations, and it's got to be consistent.
With Frontier's departure, there are only Allegiant Airlines flying to Florida and seasonally to Myrtle Beach, and Play Airlines flying to Iceland with connections to mainland Europe. At the same time Frontier is leaving Stewart, it's starting service between Phoenix and Houston Bush Intercontinental, from Houston to Raleigh-Durham, and from St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands to San Juan, Puerto Rico. A monitor to oversee the Orange County Industrial Development Agency must be appointed by next month, but while the IDA and county government officials oppose the appointment, IDA Executive Director Bill Fioravanti is encouraged as the process moves forward. State Senator James Skoufis sponsored the legislation to have a state-appointed watchdog. Fioravanti and other IDA officials met with the State Inspector General's office, which will select the monitor, and he came away with a positive outlook.
Although I think the law, this bill was politically motivated without question, I don't think the appointment is going to be politically motivated. I think the IG is going to do just what they are supposed to do. They're independent. They're going to make sure that this is enacted and that we have someone that comes in and makes sure we're doing everything properly, which, frankly, we encourage.
Fioravanti says the IDA has been completely transparent since the new administration took over 2 years ago. The law says the monitor will oversee the decisions of the IDA for 3 years. The IDA provides financial incentives for projects in the county. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
The New York City Department of Environmental Protection has delayed one of the final steps of construction of the Delaware Aqueduct bypass under the Hudson River. The tunnel, about 700 feet below the riverbed, spans from the town of Newburgh to town of Wappinger and will skirt around a portion of the aqueduct, which will then be taken offline to repair major leaks, mostly in the town of Newburgh and the town of Woolworthing. That work was scheduled to begin this coming October and last up to 8 months, but it was pushed back to start in October of 2024. The shift in schedule was necessary to allow for additional pumps and related drain infrastructure and electrical support to be installed to keep the construction zone dry and ensure worker safety during the complex repair of decades-old leaks. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, public health emergency being lifted, Garnett Health has made changes to and updated its COVID-19 policies. Masking is no longer required except for those visiting patients who have been diagnosed with or are suspected of having an airborne illness. Visitors are no longer required to show proof of COVID-19 vaccination or proof of a negative COVID PCR or antigen test, and COVID-19 vaccination is no longer mandated for employees or new hires. While the May unemployment rate in the Hudson Valley was at 2.8%, cities in the region continue to record the highest levels of joblessness, according to the State Labor Department. The city of Poughkeepsie and Mount Vernon each recorded rates of 4%. The city of Newburgh was right behind them at 3.9%. The city of Middletown recorded 3.4% unemployment. 3 people were injured and taken to area hospitals following a head-on crash on Old Route 17 in Tuxedo early Sunday afternoon. According to authorities, the road was closed to all traffic in the area of the train station during the rescue operation. The extent of the injuries was not immediately known, and the cause of the accident is under investigation. Stay updated with local news all day online at MidHudsonNews.com. I'm Hank Gross. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.